Hey guys, how's it going? Before we get into today's game, I thought I would go over some roster moves that we made. So, we sent down Christian Pache to AAA because if you guys look here, the stat line says it all. He was not doing well. He had like negative 0.2 WAR, negative 0.5 WAR last year. So, I mean, he's a great, fielder, but I think he would do a little bit better, fare a bit better in AAA. So, we moved Waters over to center. Took a little overall hit, but I want to say he was a center fielder when I started this, and I moved him to left because I thought his stats fared him better there. But anyways, we moved him back to center, at least for now. And then we called up. I'm gonna say this name incorrectly, but I will look it up before I do the commentary for the video, the highlights. Luis Rengifo. I don't know. I'll have to look that up again. But sorry, because I totally butchered that. But he was the best player we had available in AAA, and he wasn't hitting all that great. And I didn't even realize he's played in the majors. I guess I could see by that 1.1 service time out here. But let's just see. I don't know how he's done. So let's just see. I think he had a full season. Yeah, 2 full seasons here with the Angels. So let's just take a look real quick. He did a lot better his first year, but I think he played in less games. We're not going to really... He's just going to be DH, so I'm not really worried about fielding percentage. His WAR's not great, but it's not bad either. I mean, it's better than what we had, so he'll be our DH. He and Hechavarria will platoon DH. Senzel is no longer hurt, so he and Bodie will platoon at third. And then, like I said, no other really major changes to our lineup. Pache will be batting leadoff in AAA. Leadoff in AAA, so he sees the most at-bats and the most action. So yeah, we'll reassess here. I wanted to wait. And we don't have an off day. Look at this. We don't have an off day until July 5th. So when July 5th rolls around, we will go back and we will compare and see how Pache's doing. We'll see how Renjifo's doing, whatever. We'll just see how everyone's doing, and we'll make the roster moves necessary by then. So enjoy the game. Alright, you guys, we've got Game 2 of this series with the Mets. Braves looking to win their second series in a row, coming off a sweep of the Padres. I will say, this game is a really good game. Mike Soroka is finally on his A game after basically struggling all year. I think this is the best game he's pitched so far. And plus, we got DeGrom over here, who's 5-1 with a 3.31 ERA. 87 innings pitched, 79 hits to go with 23 walks and 110 strikeouts. So DeGrom is no easy task. Ronald Acuna stands in and he strikes out. So again, it's DeGrom. What do you expect? Waters is down on strikes as well. 2 quick strikeouts for Jacob DeGrom. And Freddie Freeman strikes out. So DeGrom doing DeGrom things, striking out the side already here in the first. But Mike Soroka's on the mound, and like I said, he had probably his best game of the season. That 4.18 ERA does not excite me. I was looking at trades for him, but just couldn't really find anything worth it. And I'm hoping the game will favor him a little bit more as the season goes along. I've never had great luck with him as Ahmed Rosario grounds out to David Bodie and Ron Freeman for the out. That's what you're going to see a lot today, and I think in tomorrow's game as well. A bunch of groundouts. And look at Ahmed Rosario. He's killing it for the Mets in their leadoff spot. I think last time we played them, he was still hitting over 300. So he's having himself a nice little year. But yeah, I'm hoping things turn around for Soroka. That's another weak grounder right to Dansby. Gotta get that ERA down. Gotta get it in the threes. We like our ERAs in the threes. And Jeff McNeil will ground out on a weak ground ball. So Soroka's got his ground ball stuff working. That's basically the tale of today's game as we go along here. Marcell Ozuna gets himself a little base hit, which is nice because, you know, all we've done so far is strike out. I don't know what I'll do at the off-season with Ozuna. I mean, we're only in June. We have a lot of baseball left, but you never know, I guess. And you know, you got to start planning ahead and thinking now, especially because Pache is struggling really bad. And he's in AAA. And I believe his first AAA game, he went 0 for 6. So he's having himself a rough 2021. Ozzy working the count full. Braves hitters and pitchers, really, everybody's just been, you know, dialed in so far this little 4-game winning streak. Mr. Grom walks. Look at me, I'm getting some of my patience back. So here's Dansby. He's got a 0-1 count. And he's going to take that ball and hit it to center field. And he's under it, and he makes the play. Just 2 men down here in the top of the second with runners on first and second. Here's David Bodie getting the start. And he's going to hit that the other way, but right out of Roz's second base, so the Braves can't get anything here in the second with their little rally. They leave 2 men on. I'm telling you guys, third base has been a black hole for us. I'm hoping to address that at the deadline, but you never know, I guess. We'll see what happens. So there's another ground ball. Dansby will be busy, basically. You know, just a little sneak peek, but he'll be busy this entire series against the Mets. All right, here's Conforto. But you know, Dansby's there to make the play. There's J.D. Davis now. Soroka flying through this second inning as that's hit down the line, but it bounces off the wall there, and J.D. Davis is going to go for 2, and he's out by a mile. I don't know what he was thinking but that's just, I make crappy base running decisions, but that was bad. So here's Luis Rengifo. His first at bat this year up at the big league club. It's just a weak grounder to the first baseman with the Grom covering, so not great. Taking a look at the standings here. The Nationals have made some ground. They are now 5.5 games back. Mets are 7.5, but I'd say, barring a massive collapse, the Phillies and the Marlins season's probably over. Which honestly I'm kind of sad about, because I love it when like teams that are projected to underperform, overperform. Like in April, we were fighting the Marlins for that first place spot, and then they just fell off in May. As Acuna has a 0-1 count. And he hits that ground ball to Roz onto Alonso. I will say, my game plan against DeGrom was just to work the count. I want to get him out of the game as fast as I could. I was trying to be a little more patient as Waters draws another walk, his second walk of the night for DeGrom. So, I mean, I've already reached my season high average in walks. I'm really proud of myself because I've been quite patient this season. I mean, I'm still definitely last in walks as Freeman gets a base hit. But I think one year, maybe in 2016 or 2017, I think I had like, by June, I think I was at like 15 walks or something. As Ozuna strikes out, he's way late on that fastball. That's another problem, but yeah, I was like not drawing walks. So I'm doing better. My patience has gotten better. Well, would you look at that? Another ground ball to DANSBY. One out here in the third. But going back to that strikeout from Ozuna, that was just, I don't know what it was. And maybe it's just me looking for off-speed stuff and not being able to adjust, because that's down the line for a base hit. I think Ramos knows better than to go for two. Center fielder Ramon Lindsay up for the Mets. And he'll ground out to Soroka for an easy double play. But yeah, I've noticed, again, I just can't make adjustments, but this series, I think you'll see it. I swing like absurdly late at fastballs high and in because I'm like, oh god, that might be a strike. You know, it's kind of like, I think there was a line that Dan Plesac maybe says that's like, that ball is in the catcher's mitt before he even starts his swing or something. Yeah, I've had a lot of those in this series. So Ozzy Albies climbs in. He has an 0-1 count. The pitch is hit the other way to left field. J.D. Davis is on the run. J.D. Davis can't get there. That'll bounce off against the wall onto the foul line, and Ozzy's in with a double. So Ozzy's having himself a nice little hot streak. Had a triple in Sunday's game as DANSBY lines out to Araz again. Bad luck on some of these balls for the Braves.
The batter, the third baseman, David Bodie.
So David Bodie has a chance to give the Braves a 1-0 lead here. 2 outs in the second. And he will hit that ball up the middle, but Araz is there. And he'll make the play, so nothing doing for the Braves or the Mets as we go to the fourth. It's another ground ball. This time, though, at Bodie. Yay for the shift.
The batter, the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Oh, it's Arias. Okay, cool. I've been mispronouncing his name the entire time. But he'll fly out to Ozuna, and it doesn't matter. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in yesterday's game, or Monday's video, I guess.
Number 6.
But Ozuna's not really that bad of a fielder in terms of stats, as that's through the hole for a base hit, 2 out base hit for Mets. His arm strength, I think, is like really crappy, but other than that, I mean, his fielding is pretty average. So that's Soroka's first strikeout of the game, I believe. I don't think he gets many more after that, but yeah, Ozuna's not really a bad left fielder. I mean, of course, I'll miss Pache's defense, but he was a liability at the plate as Rengifo walks.
Now batting.
So Ronald Acuna climbs in, and he'll take that changeup high and deep, but he'll make the play. Waters takes that fastball, pops it up the other way, but it will get foul into the seats down the left field line. 1-2. 1 out with a runner on first in the fourth. He takes that fastball the other way, again, fouls it off. A little bit late. Oh well, a lot late. That ball gets away, but Ramos smothers it, and no advance from Rengifo. 2-2 count to Waters. He swings and misses at the curveball. That's DeGrom's 5th or 6th strikeout. And here, again, I can't really read it. But Freeman will take that the other way for this second base hit of the night. So, runners at first and second again with 2 outs. Braves have had a lot of base runners but can't seem to capitalize. Marcell Ozuna has a 1-2 count. And he swings in a slip changeup. So DeGrom's got the strikeout pitch working. The Braves can't make anything happen with their runners in scoring position. Michael Conforto. Another weak ground ball. Easy play for Soroka. See, because if Soroka can get his breaking or his pitches, you know, to work like that in his sinker, which is really working, he'd have like such a great year. You know, he'd be good old Mike Soroka. But this is, like I said, I think his best game of the year, maybe his second best game. I don't know. It shows a stat. Oof, that hit him. But it shows a stat for shutouts or complete games, I think. I don't know if it's in this video, if it was in yesterday's video, but Mike Soroka was on there with 1. I don't remember that game. I might have to go back and look to see what it was. But I was honestly quite surprised. It had to be early in the season. It's a good play by Arias, as Albies is safe and beats that out. Runs to his right. He has enough time to plant and throw, but Ozzy just beats it out. That's one of those plays where I just spam X, even though the developers have said that doesn't do anything. It just feels like it should do something. That's DeGrom's 8th strikeout of the game. David Bodie gets jammed in that pitch in the right field, but Arias is there to make the play. So DeGrom works out of, I wouldn't say it's a jam, but he just, you know, Braves just leaving runners on. There's a fly ball to left field. Marcell Ozuna backpedals a bit onto the warning track, and he'll make the play. 2 outs here in the 6th. And that's
I got a ball, 1 strike.
a 1-1 count. The 1-1 hit back up the middle, and Waters is there. He'll get it to the cutoff man. And that's a 2-out base hit for the Mets. Jeff McNeil is up. And he'll hit that one towards the gap. But Ozuna hasn't played perfectly, and that'll end the inning here in the 6th. So on to the 7th, we have 1 down. Ronald Acuna Jr. has a 2-0 count, and he'll hit that up the middle for a base hit. So maybe the Braves can get something going here. As DeGrom's out for the 7th inning of work.
Runner. Ball 4.
Ronald's running, but Waters gets another walk. So good for him. Waters drew 2 walks tonight. You can't, you know, he's in a bit of like a cold streak. You can't ask for more than that. So that ball gets away from Luis Ramos. Runners will move up to 2nd and 3rd. He's safe. 1-2 count for Freddie Freeman. At this point, if you're the Mets, do you walk Freeman to face Ozuna? Do you challenge Freeman? Try to get him out? Who knows? We'll see. So Freeman hits that ball up the middle. That's a base hit, so Ronald Acuna will score. The Braves take a 1-0 lead here in the 7th. This is a good game, guys. This is a lot of fun to play.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell.
Great pitcher stool up until now. This Marcell Ozuna comes in. He's 1 for 3. Mets get action going in their bullpen. And that's a base hit off of... I cannot read that name. Oh, I think Familia. Yeah, Familia.
Up next for Atlanta.
Anyways, it's 2-0 Braves.
Ball 4.
So JT Realmuto walks. So here's Ozzy Albies. So he'll hit that. Sinker back up to the mound. Home run, of course, out at home. But the bases are still loaded. So 2 men out, bases are loaded. For Dansby. He's got himself a 2-2 count. And he hangs that slider, and Dansby just absolutely crushes it for a grand slam. So way to go, Dansby. It's a 6th home run of the year. grand slam, of course. Those are so rare for me. But Familia pays with that hanging slider, and it's a 6-0 ball game. I'm so happy for Dansby. He really needed that. He and Familia both knew that ball was just gone right as it left
Ladies
the
and
bat.
gentlemen, your attention please.
So Michael Walker
Now
comes in to get the
pitching for the
final out of
Mets.
the 7th inning.
Number 45, Michael Walker.
I remember the days when Michael Walker was a top pitching prospect for the Cardinals. Memories as David Bodie strikes out on the cutter. So Mike Soroka's got himself a nice little lead. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a ground ball. Right to Mr. Grand Slam himself. Oh, again, Dansby. It's the Dansby Swanson show, really.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Here's Conforto. He hits that one too shallow. Well, not shallow right field, but it's a lazy fly ball to right field for Ronald Acuna. Easy outs, easy outs.
The left fielder, J.D. Davis.
0-1.
J.D. Davis has an 0-1 count. It's that one to Freeman. Freeman bobbles it, but tosses on a Soroka to get the easy out. J.D. Davis is slow. I don't even think, like, Billy Hamilton could get that out. But you never know, I guess. As when he grounds out to Walker. Oh! Run out here in the 8th.
Up next
So
for
here's
Atlanta,
Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 1 for 4. Scored a run. He takes that fastball the other way to right field and lying deep. Conforto going back. Conforto can't make the play. It's off the wall. Acuna's heading to third as Conforto now just gets to it, and Acuna's coming home as that misses Alonso. Acuna's safe at the inside park home run. Wouldn't you know? That's so rare too. I don't think I've had that in years. So it's a 7-0 lead
0-1's the count.
as Waters swings and misses at that pitch. 0-1. What a game! Waters pops that pitch up to second base. Got him with the cutter.
Now batting.
Here's Freddie Freeman. He's had himself a nice night. 3 for 4. Gotta love it. Get that average up there.
Yep, that ball went out.
He's leading the NL in home runs. So go Freddie. I'm so proud of him. He's making his extension worthwhile. So that's just a ground ball to Alonso to end the 8th, but the Braves get a run on the Acuna inside the park home run. So Soroka's lead is cushioned to 7 now. So that's a ground ball up the middle. Right at Dansby. Oh, 1 out. Let's see. Well, as he gets Ramos swinging at that slider, oh, that's just... I mean, when I throw that pitch, I don't ever expect it to work. So here's Ramon Lindsay. So he'll take that to right field. Acuna coming on. Acuna plays it on a hop. 2-out base hit for the Mets center fielder. Here's Ahmed Rosario. He has a 1-2 count. He'll take that ball to center field. Drew Waters coming on. Waters again can't make the play. Bounces on him. And he makes the play on a hop. So runners are at first and second for the Braves, or for the Mets. Jeff McNeil up. He has a 0-1 count. Dansby throws on to Freddie. And that's the 8th. Honestly, Dansby's my player of the game. I don't care how well Soroka did.
Nope,
I mean, I
that's
do,
ball 4.
because,
Take your base.
I want him to do well, but Dansby's just doing everything. As
Now
Walker
batting.
walks
The catcher,
Ozuna.
JT Realmuto.
So the Braves have a base runner here to start the night. Let's hope we can capitalize on this. As he takes that fastball the other way to right field. Conforto's there. He makes the play. 1 down. Ozzie Albies has a 1-1 count. He takes that curveball the other way to left field. J.D. Davis is there. Routine. 2 down here in the 9th. So here's Dansby Swanson. He'll take that. He'll hit it to right field. And Conforto dives in. He can't make the play. And Dansby's in at second with a double. So have a night, Dansby Swanson. His 15th of the year. David Buddy has a chance to really put this game out of reach for the Mets. Instead, he will ground out to Maraz and in the Braves' half of the 9th. On to the bottom half, it is 7-1 Mets. Here's Pete Alonso. He hits that one through Freeman. That's a base hit. 1-1 count. It's Miley Conforto. The line out to Ozzie. Hard hit ball. But right at a glove. Poor Conforto.
Now batting, left fielder, J.D.
Alright, here's J.D. Davis. He's 1 for 3.
Nope.
Takes the slider inside. So Soroka won't get the shutout, but he will get to complete the game. As that's grounded to Bodie, on to Ozzie for 1, Freeman for 2, and that's the ball game. So Soroka does get the complete game, his 7th win of the season. DeGrom has handed his 2nd loss, and Dansby Swanson keeping them in this game. Hits the grand slam to give the Braves the 6-0 lead. Also had a nice double, and of course, basically made every play. So again, the Braves take game 1 of this series, 7-1. If you guys like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.